These people should be hobbying on these tables.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer from SpikyBits.com. I have a very interesting little review for you today. So I bought something a few years ago, and I never really even bought it to make a video about, but I've been using it for so long, and people have seen me with this, and they're like, yo, where'd you get that from? What is that? I never realized that, hey, maybe this is something we could use for the hobby, and other folks would definitely like to know about this. So I purchased a TV tray, but not the TV tray that you had at your parents' house, those wooden ones with the legs that are like super tiny and you kind of have to hunch out as your hobby. And no, none of that. This one, it's newer, it's well designed, and it pretty much fits just about anywhere. I've taken it to conventions, I've set up my computer on this thing, I've hobbied on this thing for a number of years, and it's great, and I don't have anything bad to say about it at all. I've actually dropped it, bounced it, hit that asphalt. I can't even tell you the level of abuse this thing has suffered. And probably best of all is it folds up super easy. It's called the TableMate. It's over on Amazon, and well, besides the fact that you can pretty much put it anywhere, you can also generally use it anywhere too, which I think is the appeal for most folks. So here's the item over on Amazon, and as you can see, I have indeed had this for a number of years, so over 2 years now. And like I said, I just discovered it because I needed something. I needed a TV tray, and I didn't want the old wooden ones that it kind of had a hunch over. I want something adjustable because I didn't know exactly where I'd be sitting down. And normally I have to buy a bunch of different things on Amazon, return the ones I don't like, and keep the one I like. I ordered this one first, and I've had it for 2 years now. It's pretty cool. You can see the price there. They change, obviously, and there's different colors, and there's actually different sizes too. I'll show you here in a second. But the cool thing is it's on Prime, so for most of you here in the States, you'll probably be able to get it delivered within 1 to 2 days, and it'll be included in your Prime subscription there. And then you can see some other ones down here. Now, there's kind of a knockoff one that I don't. Originally I was like, oh, cool, maybe that's a good design, but I don't like this bar across here, and I don't like these little corner kind of feet right here. This is the XL version. It's a little bit wider than the one I'm going to show you here today, loaded up with my hobby stuff here in a minute. But I like this size, seems pretty good. It's not as wide as this XL version right here, which they're going to show you right down here. Here's all the different things you can do with it. You can fold this up and put it away underneath your couch, which is what I do sometimes, but for the most part, I just kind of hang it over the coffee table at the corner of my couch when I'm not using it in between watching shows and stuff. Here's all the different prices. Like I said, this one's a little cheaper, but I've been around a while, a lot longer. It's not like an obvious kind of knockoff type deal. But, if you want to save the $2, I can't tell you what kind of quality that is, but I can tell you the level of abuse I've given to this TV tray is like ridiculous at this point. Scrolling down, I thought there was some different sizes. Where's the other ones? They have ones for like everybody. They got kids, they got the wider XL, which is 20 inches by 25. The one I'm going to show you right now is 15 by 21, which is basically the fold-out Citadel table mat dimensions, give or take. So maybe the XL's for you. Maybe you're going to use it as a more permanent solution. I would probably go with the XL version. It's about $20 more, so just be aware of that. I don't know too much about it, but if it's anything like the TableMate 2, you're going to love it and have it for years and not even think twice about it. So here's the tray right here. Like I said, it's about 15 by 21, which is pretty good size if you're going to be like working on some hobby stuff. It folds up and folds out pretty easily. These little tabs right here, you can just kind of push them in, swivel it, set it to whatever dimensions you want or whatever depth you want right here. And they're super easy to push in. I imagine this is made for folks that have a hard time working with things like with their hands, for some of the older folks out there, which, is always something pretty good. But you can probably adjust it to pretty easily here if I wasn't trying to do two things at once. But let me get this set up for you. Oh, and something else I wanted to show you too, even though this is completely wrong, but we're going to fix this here in a second, is this actually pops off. So if you want to use the top as a surface, you can. You don't need the stand. Like if you just want to put it in your lap or something like that, you can. But just be aware that this little piece right here, once you do set it up, sometimes, you know, once it locks in, and there's a couple of different tiers, you know, if you want to tilt it like a choir stand or something like that, you can. But just remember that as soon as you pull up on this, it's going to drop from underneath, so you don't want to lose all your stuff on the floor. I'm not going to be able to show you actually using this because I don't have a couch in my studio. Casting couch, note to self, yet. But I can set it all up and kind of show you how I do things out on my couch, out in the living room when watching TV and just football or whatever. So this is the basic setup. Like I said, it's about the same dimensions as the Citadel mat or some of the more common mats out there on the market today. Plenty of room to work if it's not your permanent kind of workstation here. Now, as far as height goes, this is the maximum height. I think it's about 29 inches if I remember correctly. So yeah, about 29 inches right there. And if you figure the sweet spot for most gaming tables, I think, is 39 inches, where they end up putting the tabletop surface. Although personally, being a little bit taller, I prefer a little bit higher. But 39 seems to be the sweet spot there. This particular TV tray is great for a patio, for your living room or whatever. And one of the features I like the most is this little slide out cup holder. Now, obviously, you're supposed to use this for your drinks, but again, you just see those people at the beginning of the video. Why are they eating food on this thing when they could be hobbying? I put my little cup down there with my little tools, kind of my portable like glue and knife and different things, and it clears up even more space on this thing, so I love it. I don't know if I'd actually put a drink in there. It seems maybe perhaps a little flimsy, and many times I pull this out and it actually has the bottom piece in it, so be a little careful there. I've gotten to the game store and I'm like, what is this? I was like, oh, that's part of my TV tray. But like I said, it's a pretty neat little tray right here. It folds up, it does what you need it to do, and then it gets out of the way quick for your significant other, or just, you know, so your particular room doesn't look like a wreck in a lot of cases right there. So check it out. It's over on Amazon. There'll be in the link in the description, and of course in the comments below. And if you like a different one, or you've used the bigger XL version, you know, let us know kind of how it worked for you, because I'm definitely curious about some of the other brands out there. But for this one, there's lots of room underneath for clearance, for getting into tight places, and it's very super adjustable. It's great on top of beds and things. I've actually used this for some of the posts on the site at Adepticon with my laptop on top, sitting at a bed. So it's got a ton of uses, and you know, the more and more people were seeing it, they're like, ooh, what is that? I want one of those. So there it is, and now you know where you can get it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.